Alright, welcome back everybody. So this video is about tools, gadgets and gizmos, human extensions, just overall gardening tools that will help us be more efficient, more accurate, more precise, and be more scientific, more scientific, and just be an overall smarter, faster, better grower. You know, just being around the garden, being around plants. You know, understanding soil biology and environmental parameters. So this isn't gonna be in any particular order. The only thing that I'm gonna say number one before anything, it's gonna be for me the obvious. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I just laid out everything in no particular order. Everything's in display. But we're just gonna go with the flow. But number one for sure, always put on your thinking cap on. Whatever you're doing, whatever you choose to do in life, no matter what it is, with who or what, or where or when, or what time, or what day, or place, it doesn't matter. Whatever you choose to do in life, always wear and put on your thinking cap on. Alright? Nice and tug, nice and snug, and tight and right? Alright? So that's number one. But besides that, you're just gonna go through them from left to right. Alright? But yeah, so for sure, always wear and put on your thinking cap on. Alright. Alright, so let's just go. Okay, so this item is number two, a ruler. To measure anything, square footage, planting seed distance, the deb, to do markings on your grow tent poles, to do markings on your grow tent bottom floor, not the spill tray, but the bottom floor, the thing that is actually underneath your spill tray, to make your par grid test. Various things you can use a ruler around a garden, you know. And then got my my scissors, Hydrofarm. I have the titanium, and then I have the stainless steel. Yeah, I have these for many years, like literally many years. So I have two pair of scissors. Yet again from Hydrofarm. I love them. They come through. You can always use your fingers, your nails. You know, you can always pinch, snap. But scissors come through for sure for many reasons. Then we have a tape measure. You know, to measure things, to mark things. You know, to have a reference. To be more symmetrical, to line things up, to do markings, you know, so you could adjust things like the light distance from canopy, plant level, tape measure. Then we have telescope, you know, a little basic one, handheld one. It's not digital or anything. Check your buds, you know, and for pests. you know, and just to see your overall plant health. But yeah, you can see, you know, your bud trichome formation, the maturity, whether it's clear, creamy, or amber color. Yeah, so 420 scope, inexpensive. Then we have selfie stick, you know, for your camera, for your par meter, you know, and other little hacks, you know, little DIYs that you could come up with. But this is for the actual camera that I'm using to film, you know, this camera. So selfie stick comes through, you know. I've used it. I've, you know, got in, busted my givers with it. Um, some type of protection eyewear, you know, LED, HID, you know, just the intensity, the light, the different spectrums, all that, you know. So, want to protect your eyes. Definitely want to protect your eyes. I got these for free. So, I'm not sure if it was from King LED, but it was from one of the LED companies that sent me one of them lights. I don't know if it was AC Infinity or Maxi Sun. But yeah, but eyewear, protection, protect your eyes, your eyesight. And then some type of meter. So you know exactly what are your ppfd, your micromoles per meter square per second, you know, um, the intensity, you know, so you can have it at the optimum range. Yeah, so definitely for sure some type of quantum par meter, which I recommend either or, but I recommend this one for sure. This is an upgrade, the new version, the latest and greatest model, but for sure some type of meter, so you can know exactly what you're doing, different stages of growth, because they take different micromoles, different intensity, and your daily light integral, all that stuff. So a meter for sure to check your light, your intensity. Then you know, because you're relying on your electricity, especially if you're doing indoor, your 10 and all that stuff or whatever's. So you can troubleshoot, you know, your electrical outlet, your sockets, if you are knowledgeable, and if you're some type of certified or licensed electrician. If you don't know, don't mess with it. But if you have experience and you have a background education, go for it, because I do. I have an electrical engineering background, you know, anything from residential, commercial, and industrial. And I'm confident. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. And I understand voltage, amperage, resistance, and all that goodies. Alright, so a meter. And if you want to do like DIYs, like LED, or do T5 um, ballast bypass installation, you know, you need your meter. But yeah, so meter comes through, because remember, you're relying on the electrical grid, on your electrical panel to power, to energize your electrical components, your lights, your humidifiers, your dehumidifiers, your air conditioners, your heaters, your light fixtures, everything. So some type of meter, electrical meter, right? Something that is even portable in a pocket anywhere. It's a receptacle tester. It's what this for the outlets, you know, the electrical outlets, the wall outlets. You plug it in and it'll tell you exactly what's wrong. If it's good, and you just read it right here. So one of these are inexpensive, my initials, and it's from Ideal, 61-051. Yes, so it's very easy to use, um, and it's accurate, you know, and it's very inexpensive. So get one of these, you know. So if your circuit breakers are tripping or your outlets are not working, you will know exactly what's going on, or at least have a good idea. All right. Then obviously gloves, for sanitation, taking clones. If you're trimming, I personally don't do that because everything is personal. It's my medicine. So, but if I was to do it for friends or a patient or someone else besides me, yes, I will wear this. But either way, I'm always, my hands are always clean. And to be honest, for the most part, I go in the garden, for the most part, fresh out of the shower. You know what I mean? Or a clean pair of clothes. But I prefer to do it, honestly, fresh out of the shower. And that's why I don't have to wear anything like that to protect me, But, latex, rubber gloves, like if you're doing surgery. If you don't want to dirty your hands, your nails, you're mixing soil, whatever. I don't mind. I love all that. I love making contact with the soil and the soil microbes and breathing them in and all that good stuff. So I don't mind. But you can always wear some of these. And yet again, these are my personal Method 7 that I got for free from Growing Exposed giveaway. The YouTube channel. So this is the first giveaway that I get from social media that I could think of. But yeah, and they're awesome. These are the ones I always wear. Which, thank you, Method 7. But yeah. So Method 7. These are the FX models. So some eyewear. Protect your eyes. Always protect your eyes, my peeps. Always protect your eyes. Especially with the new LEDs, man, it's getting more intense. They can blind your eyes and mess them up and everything. Alright, so then, another one, a truncheon meter. Commercial, Blue Lab. Blue Lab commercial truncheon nutrient meter. Okay? To check your electrical conductivity, your EC, your ppms, your parts per million, and your CF. Which I think is conductivity factor. So yeah, so this is when you do your mixtures, your teas, just to check anything, your regular water, your reverse, just to check anything, nutrients. And this isn't necessarily for the grow. You can use it when you're baking, cooking recipes. If you want to know when you mix water and sugar, you want to see how many parts per millions you're adding, and then you add the Kool-Aid powder. I just thought of that right now, but you can use it for a lot of different things, and I'm going to do that. I'm actually going to do that just to see what's up with that, since I thought about the whole Kool-Aid and sugar and water. But there you go. But you could use this to check like your aquaponics. I could use this to check my aquaponics things, different things, different solutions. So it's not just restricted or limited to your garden. You could use it for different life applications, which I'm going to start getting. Like I said, I'm thinking about this stuff right now since speaking, so I'm going to do videos. The hell with it. That's more content. So there you go. Get a truncheon meter, precision, accuracy, and you know what's going on. Then, for sure, this is the one thing I will recommend. Like, a lot of these things, over time, it's nice to get them and have them, at least for me, because I see the benefit and, how much they help me. But definitely, the one I'm going to recommend, and it's for me a must, okay? Kilowatt meter. Kilowatt meter. Know how much energy you're pulling out, how much energy consumption, your wattage, So, this is the one I recommend, the old school one, the Kilowatt Easy Power Monitor. Okay? So this is because they're in operation, they're in use right now. I wasn't gonna unplug, disconnect, or anything, so I feel this is fair. That's why I save my cases. But everyone, I'm gonna say the ones that I definitely think are necessary, but for sure, kilowatt meter. This is a must to have. Okay. Trust me, you gotta calculate, you gotta know. And this is gonna make you more efficient, you know. Alright, next. Timer. It could be analog, digital, doesn't matter what brand. I got this off, I believe, Craigslist, Amazon. Not Amazon, I'm sorry. Either OfferUp or Craigslist. Excuse me, correction. So yeah, so to program, to time everything, you know. And it's you could do it automated, you could do it manually. And these things come through. You could program everything as long as it's within the rated capacity and it's compatible. But overall, timer. To program, set it and forget it. You know, automation, man. You know. So timers, and that's another thing I'm gonna say. This is a must. Timers, definitely. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are gonna agree. As far as the kilowatt meter and a good timer. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It can be analog, digital, or both, whatever. It's a fusion. But a good timer. A pH meter and a TDS slash EC meter, which TDS stands for total dissolved solids, EC stands for electrical conductivity. So these are for sure, you know, it's good to know, man. And like I said, you could use this to measure everything, even your drinking water, check your pH on your coffee, your teas, whatever. It's like, I mean, you don't have to necessarily restrict and limit yourself in the garden. Like these, even though they're intended or advertised for like gardening and the cannabis industry and all that stuff, but look, you can use it for different things. And I'm gonna start making videos because I'm thinking about it as I'm talking, because I'm always thinking. But there you go. So these are optional, and nowadays they have new models that they're all in one, you know, so you don't have two different ones. You just buy one, and it eliminates you having to have multiple meters, you know what I mean? So I think these are crucial too, you know. Another thing,